How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Manatee Gaming. So I got a money-making method slash guide for you. This is a guide that's going to show you guys how to make the Luck of the Dwarves ring, but it's also a money-making method as making them is quite profitable. So it's kind of like a two-in-one deal. But anyway, a couple quick notes here is you will notice that my icons and everything, my tabs and all that kind of stuff are all over the place for the entire video. It's because I'm currently like reorganizing them, but I still wanted to get the video out there while it's still relevant and everything. That way you guys can start, really making these and making some good money on these. Yeah, please just ignore the fact that my inventory is going to be like all over the place. My bars in general are going to be all over the place. Also, let me know what you guys think about this new setup as far as the resolution. So I made it so that the screen is much larger and I can fit way more into the screen. Let me know what you guys think about this new resolution as far as the videos go. And let me know if you'd rather have it back the way it was. But anyway, yeah, it's a little bit of a test here, like a little bit of experiment. But anyway, getting right into it, I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to have. As I go through the guide here, I am going to be showing you step by step how to make the Luck of the Dwarves ring by actually showing you how to do it and everything. I'm not just going to be explaining it. That way you guys can see, like, firsthand as to how it works. But I should note a couple different things right here. First of all, in order to do this method, you are going to have 107 invention. Just in case you guys can't see that because of how screwy my tabs are right now. 107 invention is going to be the requirement in order to do this method at all. You're also going to have a fairly high crafting level, which I'll show you later, as far and magic as well. I believe 87 magic is required because you have to be able to use a level 6 enchant, and I believe the crafting level is 91. I want to remember, I haven't made enough of the rings actually, and I didn't really pay attention too much, but I do have it in the video what level crafting you do need later. So be sure you have those requirements. Mainly the 107 invention is going to keep people from making these. If you do not have that, then please do not try this method, as you will not be able to do it. There are other ways to make money with this method, though, even if you are not able to make those. And that is basically by buying and selling the components. If you buy and sell the treasure trails items, like I'll show you right here in my bank real quick. If we look at my bank real quick, we have the Armadillo full helms, Bandos full helms, Gothic shafts, blah blah blah. All these different things are about 400,000 to 600,000 in the Grand Exchange right now. Some of them are actually higher than that, but these are all things that you can buy. You can buy pretty much any treasure trails item and then sell it to other people if you buy it at a cheap price. Like, for example, if you buy them for 400,000 each, you can go on the World 2 Grand Exchange and sell them for 550 to 600,000 each. So that's one way you guys can make a little bit of extra money if you are not able to make the rings, just to let you know. But if you are able to make the rings, then this guy is hopefully going to help you guys out. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right in. I would also like to say one more thing real quick, and that is a big shout out and thank you to Faceless Gift. He is our biggest sponsor on Patreon, and he is part of the reason as why I am able to take off so much time this month in order to make a lot of videos for you guys. So big thanks to him. Also big thanks to everybody else who is a part of the Patreon. You guys really make it possible. And one last thing about this method though, guys, at the very end of the video I'm going to be saying that the rings sell for 34.5 million as of today. On April 4th, I had to look at the date. As of the day on April 4th, they're actually going for anywhere from 38 to 40 million each. So please note the prices of the sell price of the ring is way off. If you join the Fat Munchlax, or sorry, not the Fat Munchlax. If you join my friend chat, the Fat Snorlax friend chat, or if you join the Manatee Gaming clan chat as a guest, you guys can ask how much the rings are going for, and we can probably tell you as long as someone actually knows. I'm pretty sure that we will be keeping track of how much they go for. But all right, guys, in order to not keep this video like 6,000 hours long, I will go ahead and hop into the video now. So I really hope you guys enjoy it, and let's get making those Luck of the Dwarves, and I'll show you exactly what components you have to have. Actually, I forgot. I actually do need to tell you what they require right off the bat. So they are going to require 50 fortunate components, 50 refined components. They're going to require 10 precious components, and then one onyx, one cut onyx. But all right, guys, you'll guys see more. We'll see more. Man, I can't even talk. I'm just really excited to get this video out to you guys. You guys will see more about how to make these rings as we go. So here we go. So we're hanging out in my player-owned house here, and this is a great place to find the fortunate components that you are looking for. If you have a treasure chest in your costume room, then that is a great place to look. As you can tell right here, I've collected quite a few different pieces in my costume room. I've already withdrawn quite a few of these, and I've already disassembled some of them, but I do have some left here. I've got the this wolf staff, bat staff. I'll go ahead and withdraw those. I've also got the ancient body set here. I've got this Bandos body set. There's an armadillo body set. I've got all these different dragon masks up here as well, which I'll probably end up withdrawing. I'm kind of out of space at the moment, so if you sit here though and you look, let's see, you want to analyze. Make sure you analyze which pieces you're going to disassemble before you do it. I'd highly recommend doing that, because if you disassemble something that does not actually give fortunate, that's going to suck. As there are some of these treasure trail items that in fact do not give fortunate. Most people with this new update are thinking that everything gives fortunate. That's actually not the case. There are some things that don't give fortunate, but the ones that do give fortunate though, you can just go ahead and start disassembling those. As you see, you will get a fortunate for each one of them. Most of these parts, by the way, if you were to sell these in the Grand Exchange, are going to go anywhere from 500k. Well, actually, to be honest with you, anywhere as low as 300k all the way up to 1 million or maybe even 2 million a piece. You can actually make some pretty decent money by flipping these fortunate components, which is just basically all the treasure trail items that give them. If you look right here, actually I'll show you guys an example. We'll go back on my level 4 here. So if you look at these right here, the ancient plate body set right here, when I look at this, okay, so this actually does give you fortunate. Well, I guess it's a good thing I looked in here. I was looking through and I found that the Guthix one, or I think it was the Guthix one, where was it? Okay, so it's not those. It was, I believe it was the Guthix plate. Yeah, it's this one right here. The Guthix one, for some reason, I was going to disassemble the plate legs, and it says it did not give fortunate components, which I was really confused by. But anyway, start by doing this. Otherwise, if you're looking for fortunate components, you can buy each one of these items in here for two of them for every 4 hours is the buy limit on the Grand Exchange, and you can pretty easily score almost anything for anywhere from 250k to 500k. Is kind of like the price I was able to buy them in the Grand Exchange for. But it takes a little bit of patience, maybe overnight buy some of them, and you can definitely get some of these. If you have some alts, you can also put in more offers. Another great way to get them is to go to World 2 or the forums and buy them in bulk. Even if you pay up to 400 to 500,000 per component, by the time you actually make the finished ring at the current prices, you are going to make a profit from that. But keep in mind, if you're watching this video later on, as a lot of people watch my videos far after they are made, you guys are going to want to keep in mind, you're going to want to figure out how much the ring is actually going for. Right now, the ring is at this current time is going for right around 34 to 35 million. At your time when you watch this video, it could be a different price. So at 34 or 35 million, buying these components for anywhere from 5 to 600,000 in bulk is totally fine, and you'll make profit that way. But if you're watching this video and the ring is like 15 million, then obviously don't go do that, because that'd be a bad idea. So just kind of figure out how much it's going to cost you. Each one of these is guaranteeing you guys one fortunate component. So what that means is you're going to have to disassemble 50 of that item. So basically take the price you're paying, divide it by 50, and then add that to your price of your Onyx and how much you already spent on the other components, and that will give you an idea of whether or not you're going to make profit. You just want to make sure you buy them at a profitable price. Okay guys, so now I'll show you how to get the precious components for these. So you need to have the 10 precious components, as I showed before. These are actually very easy to get. And they just take a little bit of time. They're really not going to cost you hardly any gold to make these. You are going to spend a little bit of money getting the gold bars. The gold bars are fairly cheap right now. They're 273. And the enchanted gems are also free. If you guys look back at my video about the Slayer rings, like the easiest and fastest way to get Slayer rings, then this is basically going to be showing you a little bit further into that one. So you can use that method that I showed in that video to get your gems. And then after you have these gems, basically go to the Portables friend chat. Ask for the location of a forge, and you'll see a forge right here. You do not have to buy your own portable forges. You can just go use the Portables friend chat, and there's lots of people here that use these portables. So you can just go here, set up your preset. I highly recommend using your preset, because that's going to allow you to make these much quicker. But after you do that, all you have to do is just use the forge and start making your ring of slaying. You do have to have the ability to you have to have the ability unlocked to make the ring of slaying, but in all honesty, you have to have that 107 invention in order to do this in the first place. So if you don't have the ability to unlock to do Ring of Slaying by that point, then you probably did something wrong. But anyway, after you've got these rings made, as you can see, they do make pretty quickly. We'll look at them pretty quickly right here. They do give the delicate, connectors, smooth, the precious, which you're mainly after, and then the enhancing components with 5 chances to get those materials. As we disassemble these, you'll see that you get about 23 XP per each one, which is not too bad of VXP for disassembling as far as invention goes, in all honesty. But you just sit here and disassemble these as you make them, and you will get your precious components and also some enhancing components. And so it is a very cost-effective and quick way to get your precious components for those rings. Also, you can use this in order to make several other things too, but mostly getting the precious for those rings right now is our goal. Okay guys, the next thing we're going to have is our refined components. So in order to get the refined components, the easiest way to do this is going to be to go and make a junk refiner. Junk refiner is going to be one room bar. It's going to be 200 junk at least, and then, well, 200 junk to make one. 50 crafted parts. So after you have those in inventory, you can make a junk refiner. It's going to take a couple different ones. I have level 107 invention, so at level 107 invention, it's going to make a total of 18 different refined parts. It really depends on your invention level as to how many refined parts you'll actually get per junk refiner. After you have the junk refiner in the inventory, all you have to do is click on the junk refiner, and it will say to refine it. It will tell you that it'll do as many times as it will let you for your level. So for me, it's 18, like I said. It will take 100 junk for each refined component. So you just basically click the refine. It'll give you 10 EXP each time that it gives you the refined components. Apparently, well, okay, so a little bit over 10, so that's why I gave you the 11 drop right there. But yeah, it's pretty much AFK at that point. If you make quite a few of these junk refiners, and they do stack, by the way, then you can just sit here and refine your junk, which is really not a bad idea if you're planning on making a whole lot of these rings, as junk really doesn't have much of another use to it. But after you have that, you basically just sit here and let your refiner go. After that, we just need to go grab an onyx, and then we'll be able to do the next part. Okay guys, so the next thing we're going to be doing here is we're actually making the alchemical onyx is what it's called. So right here on the list you will see that I now have everything made right here. So you have to have your 10 precious, as I showed, you have to have your 50 refined, your 50 fortunate, and 1 cut onyx. After you have that, you can click manufacture, and you will make the alchemical onyx. It does give quite a bit of EXP there, so I do highly recommend wearing your artisan's top, and actually your entire artisan suit if you have it, as it does give you a lot of crafting experience. But after you have the alchemical onyx, then we simply just have to go and make the ring. Okay guys, so now we're right here in front of the forge, and we're going to be making our alchemical onyx ring. So all you got to do is have a gold bar in your inventory as well as your alchemical onyx. Once you have both those, you just click on the forge here, or yeah, well, the forge, you know, the furnace, there we go, not forge. Select the alchemical onyx ring, and then you'll be able to make it. It does take 91 crafting in order for you to be able to craft it. So then go ahead and craft. Here we go, and look at that massive EXP boost. Holy cow, that was a lot of EXP. Then after you have your alchemical onyx ring, it just needs to be enchanted. Okay, so I do have my lava staff equipped, as it does require you to have the earth and the fire runes in order to do this, as well as 87 magic and 1 cosmic. It is definitely recommended to use a lava staff if you're going to be making multiple of these, as it does get quite expensive with the fire runes included. So after you have your lava staff equipped, sorry, I just cannot talk today, you go ahead and use your level 6 enchant on your alchemical onyx ring. And as you see right here in this inventory, it's going to tell you that you will be able to make Luck of the Dwarves by enchanting this ring, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And there we go, I now have a Luck of the Dwarf ring in the inventory, handcrafted and made by me. Okay guys, as you can see right here, this is the last clip of the video basically, because this is our Luck of the Dwarves as they are sold. So right now, currently they're going for 34.5 million. I guess they're a little bit higher than what I thought they were. But I have sold off all these. As you can see, they do sell quite well. And that is just from making them on my own. You could definitely buy and sell these if you want to too. I found out that the range for these is actually pretty crazy. If you guys want like a free money making tip as far as this video goes, besides the fact of making them on your own, you can actually buy these for roughly 1 to 2 million below what they actually sell for. So since you can buy 10 of them per 4 hours, it's basically a free anywhere from 10 to 25 million gold within a 4-hour period per account. I actually did some flipping on my own of these, and between all the buys and sells, in 1 hour between 3 accounts, I was able to make 68 million gold. So that was pretty good for a 1 hour. I mean, it's, in all honesty, it's pretty amazing. I'm not even going to try to act like all blah blah about that. That's pretty awesome money. So if you guys want to make some really good money right now, go try flipping these Luck of the Dwarves, because they are a fairly low limit. Well, sorry, not limit, but fairly low volume on these. And if you guys know anything about, or not know anything about it, if you guys have watched my Flip for Wealth series, then you know that low volume is often really good for flips. I was actually able to sell, I believe, 1 set of 10 of my rings that I bought. I was able to sell them for 35.5 million each, and I was able to buy them for 32.5 million each, which means I made 30 million gold in about 5 minutes. It took about 5 to 10 minutes, I guess, for the flip. So 35 million gold in 5 to 10 minutes is not too bad for an item like this. So anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed the video. I hope that this last little flip tip helps you guys out. And if you guys would like to, and I would really appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button, obviously, because this is YouTube. Who knew? And hit the like button if this helped you as well. Feel free to leave comments below if there's any questions you guys have, and I do actually read all the comments that you guys post on my videos, and I do respond to as many as possible, especially when you guys have questions. Feel free to check out the Patreon page if you want to too. I'm always posting new money-making methods, and April is a pretty big month for the money-making methods and just for making a lot of money on Patreon in general. But I will see you guys in the next video, and you guys have a great day.